And hello there, welcome to Rusty's Late Night Sudoku stream. I've got two puzzles tonight, both of them medium. Is it morning? It doesn't matter. We'll see what we can do, solve these, and let you see what that entails. I've got a puzzle to post for later today. And I've got solutions to post in the Sudoku stream in Blue Sky later as well. You are welcome to, actually not later, as soon as I get done. You are welcome to jump in over there and post your results and solving puzzles before I even get started. I tend to wait until, well, my schedule is going at 3 o'clock. Obviously, I'm not hitting that time that often, so if you jump in to try solving and don't and see that I haven't solved it yet, that's not unexpected. If I have solved it, you have that as information as well. All right, there is our puzzle today. First puzzle today. Loaded up, and let's see if we can solve this here. So we have one going into one of these two. Anything else? Well, this one's going to be 1. One of these two is going to be a 1. Over here, I've got 4 possibilities. The 2 possibilities here. 2s. We've got 5 on the board. Okay. We get one of these two is going to be a 2. Then over here, one of these two is going to be a 2. And that means this one's going to be a 2. And this one's going to be a 2. Now I got a 2 in 7 of the 9 squares. Let's look at 3s. First of all, we've just got 2 of them on the board. And one of these 2 is going to be a 3. One of these 2 is a 3. I've got 3 possibilities here. And that's about all I can do at the moment. We'll maybe get some more here shortly. 4s. Got a 4. There are 3 4s on the board. We're going to be putting a 4 in one of these 2 spots. I've got 3 spots here. Actually, I've just got 2 spots here. One of these 2. That means one of these 2 is going to be, oh, nope, I got 3 spots here. We do get a solution on a 4 here. And let's see, down here I've got 4 spots. And I've got 4 spots here as well. All right, on to 5s. Looks like I've got another 2 5s, so let's mark these 2 as potentially 5s, which will help elsewhere here because now none of these can be 1, 2, or 5. Here we've got, oh, don't have any useful information yet there. We do have useful information there, which makes these 2 potentially 8s. 4 8 pair, 5 3 pair in the square. That means one of these 2 is a 5. And let's see. I've got 4 possibilities up here. 2 possibilities here, so that is not a 5. That is a 5. Turns that into a 4. This into a 3. which makes this one a 3. And we end up with 3 possibilities here. So not able to do much more with that. How about down here? We've now got 3 possibilities for 3 here. We had already. All right. So back to 5s. Let's see. We got 5 6s on the board. And that means I've got one of these two is going to be a 6. One of these two is going to be a 6, which means not a 6 here. That's a 6. Over here, one of these two is going to be a 6. This will be a 6, and that takes care of 6s for now. One of these two is going to be a 7. Got 2 possibilities here. We've got 3 possibilities over or up here. That means one of these two is a 7, and I've got a 7 6 pair, 1 2 or 1 1 and 2 2. Let's see. That means this has to be not a 6, a 3. And let's see. For one of these, 4 is going to be a 5. Got those two for 6. And this one's going to be an 8. Make one of these an 8. That turns this into a 1. 2, 3, 4. So now I've got 2 possibilities for 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 possibilities for 9. All right. Over here, we've now got the 1 in place, 2s. And I can put a 3 with these 2 6s. That means one of these two is going to be a 4. We've got 5s marked already, 6s now marked, 7s. Well, it's going to be one of these two again. And up here we get 8 and 9 as a result in those two. Means this one is a 5, not a 9. This one becomes a 9. And in here we get one of these two as being a 9. We get a 1, 2, how about 3s? Looks like I've got 5 possibilities for 3 at this point. 4s, 4 possibilities for 4. 5. Running into that same kind of an issue here. 6, 7, how about 8? Not getting a lot of useful information about 8 here either. We'll get the 2 9s already marked. Okay, how about up here? We get a 1, a 2, 3. One of these two is going to be a 4. And looks like the other is going to be an 8. And that means one of these two will be a 9. Let's see. I've got 1s here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No help on 7s. Some help on 8. Nope, not enough help. Just the fact that it's going to be one of these 3, 4, and 8. And let's see, 9 I do get some help on. I've got 2 possibilities for a 9. How about over here? We've got 1s on the board too. Do I have any help for 3s? Yes, I do, but not enough. Got 3 possibilities for a 3. We've got a 4 already. 4 possibilities for a 5. 6. 2 possibilities for 7, and they are marked. It looks like 3 possibilities for an 8. and three possibilities for 9. All right. So at this stage, it's time to see about flooding these. So 1, oops, 1's possible here. 2, 3, 4, 5's we've got marked. Excuse me. One of these 3 is going to be a 7. Down the bottom here, we've got 8 2's, 7 6's. Nothing to add to that. How about here? 1's and 2's we've got. Looks like I get to mark a whole bunch of 3's. 4's, not a 4. So we get 4 possible 4's, 5 possible 5's, 6 and 7 are on the board already. 5 possible 8, and 2 possible 9's which are marked. We've got this full already. These 2 are full already. So now we just get to fill in up here. We got 1's, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 possibilities for 7, 3 possibilities for 8, and the 9's are already tagged. So onward, 1. We've got 2 possibilities for 1, 2. Looks like I get to put in 3 possibilities for 3. Get a 4, 5, 4 possibilities for 5, 6 is given, 2 possibilities for 7, they're marked, 3 possibilities for 8, and 3 possibilities for 9. All right, now, anything useful in this mix? Well, I've got a 7, 9, 7, 9 here, which means this can't be a 7, so it's going to be an 8. This is going to be a 4. This will be an 8. This will be a 9 and 8 here. And does that help me at all yet? Well, maybe it does help me a lot, or at some point, but not seeing a lot of it right yet. This is going to become a 5. So now I've got a 7, 9, 3, 9, 3, 1, 3. And in that row, I've got a 7, 9, and a 7, 5, 1. But it's the only 5 in the board, so, or on in the squares. So let's grab it. What have I got down here under that? At the top, we've got the 8, 1, 1, 3, 4, 8, 4, 5, 8, 3, 4, 5, 8, 3. Ooh, hey, I've got a 3 to use here. 9 there. That turns this into a 7, 9, 7 here. 1, 9 up here. 3 here. 5 there. 1 up here. 8. Oh, hold on. 1 here. 8, 7. 1 and 7. Here we get a 4, an 8, a 4. That looks like it's not supposed to be an 8. No, that looks like it can be an 8. So this becomes a 9. Over here we get a 2 here with an 8 down here. Over here we get a 7, 4, 5, 2. That gives me a 3, not a 2, 3, 5, a 6, 7, a 6, and we finish with a 3. 13 minutes and 36 seconds. Let me make a note of that. And we'll quit and start a new puzzle. And this time we're going to do puzzle 408. Custom. And let me load that up here. I'm almost expecting to get a reminder that I can buy followers. There are some people that like to make that offer on Twitch. I have never seen that as providing me any given advantage. I kind of think that if I'm not getting followers, me paying for them isn't going to help. I do hope that I do get followers, but again, I'm not about to buy any. There are people that think that it's important to have followers, that if you have followers, you are a more successful or a better player or a better streamer or whatever. All right, turn off the highlighter, hit the check mark. It looks like it thinks this is good, so go ahead and grab a screenshot, and I will turn the highlighter back on, and I'm going to start solving this. So here we've got a 3. Let's see, one of these two, there'll be a 2. 1, 2, 2. Kind of wide open on 3s. One of these two is going to be a 4. I've got 2 possibilities for 5 here. Hi there, you coming up to talk to me? You come up and sit up here. Hi dude. I'm going to put you up here just so that you're not stepping in keys or anything. All right. The other one of these is going to be a 9. Down here we get 2 more possibilities for a 9. We get, let's see, 2 possibilities for, oh, we get a 1. 2, how about 3? Well, I've got 4 possibilities for a 3 at this point. Not a lot of help. 4 is given, 5 is given. 2 possibilities for a 6. 7 is given. That means they solve for an 8. And like I said, I've got 9. So now the remainder is a 3. We'll come back for 3s. That alarm says it's 4 o'clock, which means I should be sound asleep in bed. Is one of the reasons the kitty cat came to talk to me. That kitty cat is Keo. All right. One of these two is going to be a 9. One of these two is going to be a 1. Get a 2 here. How about a 3? Nothing useful for figuring out a 3 here yet. One of these two is going to be a 4. We've got a 5 here already. One of these two is going to be a 6. Got a 7 now. And we've got 4 possibilities for an 8. So we'll come back to that. And I'll remark the 9s. We had a 1 here. Let's see. We got 2 possibilities for 2. And still wide open on 3s. We've got wide open on 4s. Looks like we've got 4 possibilities for 5. 6 provided. 7 already learned or provided. And 2 possibilities for an 8. And a 9 is provided. So onwards we go. We're going to come down around here. Well, let's come down here. We get a 1 and a 2. 2 possibilities for 4. No guidance on 3s yet. 3 possibilities for 5. 4 possibilities for 6. 2 possibilities for 7. 8 and 9 are provided. Okay, here we get we get a 1 given. We get a 2 learn. Again, not a lot of help on 3s yet. 4 is provided. We've got 3 possibilities for 5. About 6. Not a lot of help on 6s. Looks like 2 possibilities for a 7. And we get one of those is actually going to be an 8. We get that and a 7. And we also get a 7 in this previous square. So now I've got 3 possibilities for 3. Get a 1, a 2, and 4 already on the board. So 2 possibilities for a 5. How about a 6? No help on 6. So 6s and 3s both have 3 possibilities in this board. Coming back here, since we filled in that 7, do we get anything else out of this? Oh, hey, well, we'll come back to that. 1 and 2, no help on 3s. 4 is listed here. 3 possibilities for 5. No help on 6s. And 7, 8, and 9 we've already got on the board. So let's come up to here. I've got 3 possibilities for a 1. I got a 2 on the board. 6 possibilities for 3, which is marginally better than no help whatsoever. A 4 is given. That blocked the 5 there. Unfortunately, that leaves me with 4 possibilities for a 5. 4 possibilities for a 6. A 7 solved. Let's see, do I get any use out of the stuff we've got for 8? Not yet. I've got 3 possibilities. And I've got 3 possibilities for a 9 here. Over here, we've got, let's see, 2 possibilities for a 1. 2 possibilities for a 2. 6 possibilities for a 3. 3 possibilities for a 4. Looks like 6 possibilities for a 5. 4 possibilities for a 6. A 7. Let's see. 3 possibilities for an 8. And 2 possibilities for a 9. Okay. We get some fills, so let's see if we get some solves over here. Problem is I've got four possibilities for 3. So 1, 2. Actually, everything's still possible for 3 here. 4, 5, 6s, 7, 8 are missing, and I don't have enough help there yet. Looking through things, I think we are as far as we can get at this stage, so it's now time to start doing blood, or is it? Yeah. All right. We get the 1s, 2. Let's go ahead and mark 3 the possibilities for 3. Pair of 4s. 5 up here. Pair of possibilities for 6, 7. And let's see, 3 possibilities for 8. Nope, that one's not an 8. So 2 possibilities for 8, and then 2 possibilities for 9. All right. 1, 2, 5 possibilities for 3. How about 4s? Nope. Everything's still possibility for 4. I've got 4 possibilities for a 5. 6 and 7 are on the board. 8s are marked on the board or earmarked. 9 is a given. Over here, we've got a 1 on the board. 2 earmarked. How about 3s? Now it looks like I get to put in 5 3s. We've got 2 possibilities for 4. And 3 possibilities for a 5. A 6 on the board. We get to solve a 7. That takes us down to 2 possibilities for a 5 here, which means neither of these get to be a 5. We got a 4-5 pair here, so this doesn't get to be a 4. That is a 4, which means over here, oh, and that's not a 4. Does mean, however, this is going to be a 4. And let's see. Let's run through these again. 1, 2. That can't be a 2. That can't be an 8. 3s didn't get dropped in here, did they? But these 2 can't be 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, and 9. So we have got that staunchly locked in now. All right, that's complete here. All I've got to put in here are 3s. Unless one of them gets here or marked red. None of them did, so go with 3s in here. We got 4s. 5s are going to be one of these 3. 6s. Looks like I've got no help whatsoever on 6s yet. 7s. Got 8 and 9. I've got one of these is going to be a 3 here. We've got a 4 on the board. 5. 2 possibilities. 6s are the remainder of these, and that's going to go in all of them. All right. Here we've got 3 possible 1s, a 2. Everything's currently possible as a 3. 6 of them in this case. A 4 is given. We've got 4 possibilities for a 5. Okay, that can't be a 3. So keeping on, that's not a 5. 6s. I've got, it looks like 4 possible 6s. A 7. 3 possible 8. Except that up here, these two are earmarked as 8. So this one can't be. 9. I have a 9 here, not a 6. 9 here. This is going to be a 9 because the other possibility for 9 is 4 now, so 9 here. And anything else useful? Ah, we get a 9 here, which turns this into a 2, and this becomes a 4. Let's see, anything else we can do in here? I got 1s, 2, 3 is going to be one of these 3. We got 4, 5 is going to be one of these 3. 6 is going to be one of these 3. 7 on the board already. 3 possibilities for an 8. And we've already got a 9 earmark done. All right. Okay, we get a 2 here. 5, 3 pair here. So this is an 8. This is a 2. And this becomes a 3. Over here, we get a 1 and an 8. 6, 3 pair, 5, 4, 5 pair, 5, 3 pair. Nope. We've got a blockage here, it looks like. Can't be a 3. Can it be a 5? Can't be a 5. And that means that this is not going to be an 8. So let's back out a little bit here. As a matter of fact, I'm backing all the way out to the very beginning. I might have left that spot blank earlier. I'm going to, this time, just flood fill from the very beginning. If I've got something that's obvious only, or the only thing in a cell as I'm solving it, or as I'm marking things in, we will keep it. Or we will put or turn it into a hard fix, but that's not a given yet. Like I say, we're going to do flood for all digits, except for the 3 right there. All right. So I've got 2 possible 1s there, 1 there, 3 possible 1s here, 2 here, and 1 here. We've got a 2 possible 2s here, 2 possible 2s here, 2 possible 2s here, a 2 here. 3s, we got a 3 there. We're going to, yeah, 3s, just blood fill all the 3s. Oh. Because everything that's not in line with 3 that's on the board is going to be potentially a 3. side. One of these two is a 4. One of these two is a 4. Lots of possibilities here for 4. I've got 2 possibilities for 4 here. All right. 5. One of these two is a 5. The other is going to be a 9. We'll come back to that. One of these 3 is a 5. I've got 4 prospects here. Pretty much most things are wide open, but I've really only got 6 in this one. Okay, those 3 can't be 4. 3 possibilities for a 5 here. 3 here as well. 4 possibilities for a 5 here. 6s. We've got 2 possibilities for 6 here. This square and this square both have a 6 in them. This square has a 6 in it as well. Means I've got 2 places for a 6 down here. And that can't be a 6 currently. Okay. Got a 6 here already. Okay. And we got 2 6s earmarked there. We got 6s elsewhere. So 7s. And I've got some on the board already. So one of these 4 is going to be a 7. One of these 4 is going to be a, nope, one of those 2 is going to be a 7. So we're down to 2 possibilities here now. One of these 2 is going to be a 7. And we've got the same mix over here, just flipped. All right. 2 possibilities for an 8 here, not an 8 there. So that becomes an 8. That makes this one into an 8. 3 possibilities here. 4 possibilities here. 2 possibilities up here. 3 possibilities here. And now we talk about 9. One of these two will be a 9. I've got 4 possibilities for a 9 here. We end up 7 here. This one becomes a 7, which turns this into a 7. All right. We're back looking at 8s. There. This one becomes an 8. Oh no. 4 possibilities for an 8 here. 3 here. Have it given here. And in these 2 cells for squares. 8s are taken care of everywhere at this point. One of these 2 is going to be a 9. That's going to be associated with these 2 down here as well. One of these 2 is going to be a 9. We've got 3 possibilities for 9 there and up here. 9 filled here and here. Actually, I take it back. 2 possibilities for 9 here. So that looks like everything that we can start with. And well, one of those 3 is going to be a 4. Those 2, those 4, 5. Okay. This is not working well. All right. Oh, there we go. Now, that one's going to be a 7 because I've got a pair of 6 3s on or in that row. That turns this into an 8, which solves that problem. This becomes a 7 with a pair of 1 6s left and 5 8. And let's see. Browsing again. Browsing does not help my time at all. Okay. I am going to do a variation on punting. We're going to put the 6 here, 3, 9, 4, 5, 9, 5, 2, 3, 2, 3. That makes 6 here, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 6, 3, 6, 3, 4, 5, 3, 1, 6. Got a 5, 3 down here, and a 5, 3 here. So up here is not going to be a 3. This one here is going to be neither 5 nor 3. Gets me 8, 1 pair. All right. 5, 3 pair here. Good, 8, 1. This one can't be a 1. That's not as big of a problem here. I take it back. That can be a 1. So we're just going to leave that 1 in. Okay. I think this is a time when we start going through the machinations of forcing it. But let me check something here. Ah, yes, I do have 4. So, all right. Well, let's declare this a 1. Turns this into an 8. We'll see where that gets us, if anywhere. 3, 5, 3. Looks like this is not the only 3, not the only 6, not the only 5. All right. Here, let's go with a 2. And 3 here. See what that gets me. 4 here. 9 here. 8. 3. 8 here. 4. Oh, not a 6. And 4. Gets me a 2 here. 5 here. 3. 6. 3, 5, 9, 1. 3, 4, 2. 6, 9, 5. 3, 4, 5. And it looks like we're about to wrap this up with a 3 and a 5 here. All right, that one took me 32 minutes and 24 seconds. I want to say thanks to everybody who hung out with us. I hope you have a good time. Have a great day, and we will look forward to checking in with you again either later today or tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.